We cover so many major weather events right here on WeatherNation, Steve, throughout the year. Get incredible videos from our viewers as well. It's tough to put it just in a top 10 list.
I know we have our top 10 list, certainly very noteworthy events that happened in 2022, but also a number of other weather events that were significant.
So here are some of the other events you might have missed this year.
2022 had a wide variety of extreme weather and natural disasters, from earthquake swarms to geomagnetic storms, terrible tempests to tropical tranquility. Here are a few of the honorable mentions that you may have missed. The Atlantic hurricane season kicked off right as we hit June. A developing low moved into South Florida as potential tropical cyclone 1. While it had not yet gained tropical storm status, it still flooded parts of downtown Miami with more than 10 inches of rain. It was eventually given the name Alex after organizing in the open Atlantic. Bonnie and Colin would form in early July, with Colin making landfall in South Carolina. But then it was quiet. For 61 days, the Atlantic went without a single named storm. This tied 1991 for the longest gap between named storms, and the first August without a storm in 25 years. September came and the tropics woke back up. 7 storms spun up in the month of September, with 2 Category 4 storms in back-to-back weeks. Hurricane Fiona formed in the open Atlantic and headed towards the Caribbean. Fiona made landfall in Puerto Rico and knocked out the power to the entire island. Fiona grew in intensity and size, making landfall in Nova Scotia, Canada, with the deepest pressure ever recorded in the country.
Look at these fierce winds, tearing apart this gas station, scattering the debris like missiles.
Multiple billion-dollar severe disasters shook an active spring season. Many farmers in the plains were devastated by wind and hail through the months of May and June and raced against time to get crops replanted.
And here in Hastings, Nebraska and surrounding communities, these farm fields like the one behind me was absolutely decimated.
Once they did, the summer brought very little rain, plunging the state of Nebraska into its worst drought since 2012. A secondary severe season outbreak of tornadoes tore through the Central Plains in early November.
Large and destructive and damaging storm moving into southeastern Oklahoma right now. It's a tornado emergency for Idabel and southwest McCurtain County in Oklahoma.
My goodness, this is a very large tornado here. This is a very dangerous situation.
This system unleashed 31 tornadoes, including 2 at EF4 strength. Only a few weeks later, an outbreak of tornadoes tore through the deep south, with dozens of tornado reports, once again lasting long into the night. A mid-December outbreak proved deadly when nearly 100 tornadoes touched down in the south, including an EF2 in Araby, Louisiana, a town which had already taken a direct hit in March earlier this year. There were so many major weather events this year, this hardly covers them all. What was your most impactful weather event of 2022? Head over to our Facebook page and let us know. For WeatherNation, I'm meteorologist Kit Cloninger.